Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. My name is Stephanie Den Hollander, and I am the program coordinator with our Entrepreneurs with Disabilities program with Community Futures in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So we're going to jump in right away to our presentation. You're here to learn all about our Business Builder program and what that involves, and our regular EVP services, so we can kind of see if what you're looking for in terms of either growing an existing business or starting a brand new business, how we can be most helpful for you. So I'd love, if you want to share, just share in the chat where you're from, where you're joining us from. And I'd love to kind of see where everyone's at. And you can see for yourselves where everyone is joining from. So I'm joining from today from Manitoba and want to acknowledge that I am on ancestral lands of Treaty 1 territory, traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the national homeland of the Red Nation team. I want to acknowledge anyone joining us from Saskatchewan today. You're joining us from your treaty territory, and we also acknowledge the traditional homeland of the Métis and honor their contributions. Yeah, let's see where we're at. Does it Clearwater Lake, Scott, Winnipeg, Babbitt? Amazing. Winnipeg, wonderful. Yeah, I'm about an hour outside of Winnipeg as well. Moncton, amazing. Aha, I was just there last week. Thanks, Glenn. Okay, so we're going to jump right into our presentation. Please feel free while we're going to have time for questions at the end. So you can type any questions along the way in the chat, and I will visit the chat at the end of the session in case I missed your question, or I may answer it as we continue through the session. So we will have time. I'll turn off the recording and we can have time for questions and discussion based on your individual thoughts and business plans. And we'll go from there. And I see everyone is muted, so it's just helpful if you're not speaking that you keep your audio muted just to avoid any background noise that might make it difficult for people to hear the session. And we'll have open time for sharing. Thanks so much. So welcome. I'm excited, and it's always an honor to be able to share with you about our Entrepreneurs with Disabilities and Health Commission's program, and more specifically, the Business Builder program. So what better way to start than to introduce you and showcase a few of the entrepreneurs that we have supported in the program. We've got Debbie. She owns Talking Body Laser Aesthetics in Stonewall, Manitoba. We've got Les up in Flin Flon with Norman Risk Consulting, and Esther, who owns Middle Earthian Crochet in Brandon, Manitoba. And a few entrepreneurs in Saskatchewan. We've got Maddie, and she owns Good as New Detailing Services out of Yorkton. Mandy Keenar, who owns Moonrose Holistics and Beauty in Lake Lenore, Saskatchewan. And Michael Seaver, owning Elite Auto Repair in Swift, Saskatchewan. So if you're not that familiar with Community Futures, we are a national organization, and there are 267 offices actually across rural Canada. They're all nonprofit organizations, and there are 16 offices in Manitoba. And you can see here, there's a map of the province showing kind of based on where you
Good morning,
live.
Chamber of Commerce, Lisa speaking.
Regional offices. And then in Saskatchewan, we've got 13 Community Futures offices. You can see here, based on where you live, no matter where you are in the province, there is an office there available to support you. And our Entrepreneurs with Disabilities program is offered in 90 offices in rural areas, and there are 6 urban offices. So Community Futures offers a variety of services for entrepreneurs. So we offer one-to-one business consultation. So that gives entrepreneurs an opportunity to come sit with the business analyst or the manager, community economics specialist at our offices to talk about your business ideas. Maybe you've got 5 big ideas and you want some help to kind of narrow it down. Or maybe you've got one idea that you're sure of, but you really just want some support to develop your business plan, get information about how to get started, all the things that you need to do, and make some connections in your region. We also support entrepreneurs to develop their business plan. Now, business plans can feel like one of the biggest tasks and fairly overwhelming when it comes to starting a new business. And sometimes there's a bit of a misconception where people think you only need a business plan if you're applying for a business loan to get started or to expand your business. But we do encourage all entrepreneurs to have a business plan because it really gives that guiding light and path for your business and bringing your vision to life with all of those action items and things that, pulling it all together in a formal way. And it's not just for needing a loan or applying for funding or anything like that. It really kind of is that guiding force in your business and that you can evolve. It's that living document. But it also helps you really understand the ins and outs of your business and how your passion and the skills and the products or services that you're offering also connect to your financials and those cash flow projections and making sure that your business is profitable and meeting your needs in that way as well and has room for growth so you can plan out your growth through that. So we help you. We've got great tools and templates and support to help you develop your business plan. We've also got lots of business resources and training. I'll be talking a little bit more about some of the training opportunities we have, but also we have in both provinces, various offices host monthly webinars, different training sessions, time for entrepreneurs to connect. And they're not usually limited to only people living in that region. Most of them are free or very low cost and open to everyone. So I'll share the links to our website calendars. Community Futures also offers access to repayable loans for viable businesses. So Community Futures is a developmental lender. So it would be different from a financial institution like your bank or credit union, but it also opens up more opportunities with a different style of kind of lending and eligibility criteria. So it is worth exploring if you're looking for a loan for any startup or business growth finances. So for up to $150,000 and more, because we have partnerships with other organizations and offices can partner. So there wouldn't be limitations necessarily on the amount. It just depends on what your viable business plan is. So before we get into kind of the how we do and what we offer in terms of our services, we like to start with this quote. So Rachel says, "Don't let your health concerns get in the way of fulfilling your dreams." And that's really what the EDP program, our Entrepreneurs with Disabilities program, is all about. It's not about, we want to remove limitations. We want to help you showcase your skills, your passion, and your abilities. And self-employment is such a fantastic opportunity for entrepreneurs who are managing a disability or health-related need, because it gives you the flexibility to work when you can, when you're able, when it's best for you, and to be able to do the skills and tasks that you're able to do, and just offers the freedom for medical appointments or follow-up or balancing all of your needs, and then providing that financial independence and opportunity for you to earn in a way that makes sense for you and works best for you. But you're not meant to walk that journey alone. We have lots of support available to you. So you might be joining today because you're thinking of starting a new business. Maybe you already have a business and you're looking to grow your business or just have some additional support and resources. Or maybe you're here as a service provider and you're helping entrepreneurs, or maybe you're helping individuals who are looking to develop their new employment plan, and self-employment might be a good fit for them. So whatever brought you here today, I want you to just think about whether if it's for you and your business, or if you're thinking about someone else that you know that might be starting a business. I want you to imagine what that business might look like 5 to 10 years from now. Just visualize it. Think about the positive impact that your business will have on your customers, your community, in your own life. Why do you want your business? What is the legacy you want it to leave? You really think about that. What is the legacy you want it to leave on it? Now you might be ready with that. So go ahead and put it in the chat. Or that might be something you just want to jot down and take more time to hit it. But this is an important one because before we get into the how and all the things that will come together for you to be able to start your business or grow your business, it's about the why. That starts within you. That's your passion. That's the grit that gets you to action and bring your vision to life for your business. And when that why gets stronger, when you really know your why, the how gets easier. So that's why I like to start there and remind you of that why. What brought you here? What intrigued you? What made you start thinking about your own business and the legacy that it can leave behind, but also for the opportunities that it can create for you in your life that works better for you and that gives you those opportunities for balance, for managing your health, and for bringing and showcasing your skills and your talents to the world. That's your why. So focus on making that stronger. And then we're here to help you with some of the how and the have tos to help make it a little bit easier for you. Because as I said, you're not meant to walk that journey. So in our business builder program, this is some of the how. How can we make that vision come to life and help you build your legacy? So the Business Builder program helps entrepreneurs learn new business skills through our training opportunities, both independent, self-directed training, and we've got excellent group sessions and working one-on-one with our business experts. You've got access to support services for things that will meet your disability or health-related needs. And we're going to be bringing new businesses to the community, which also has a great impact in contributing to the local economy, which now more than ever we need, right? So what does this all involve? The Business Builder program is a 6-month structured training program, still with lots of flexibility built into it. So we are supporting people on their journey to launch or grow their business within that 6-month period. Everyone's journey is going to look a little bit different because every person is different, but also every business is different, and what your plan is will be different. So what that timeline looks like and what is involved will be very individual to each person, but we have a lot of supports available that we tailor and customize to you. So first, business supports. So how we kind of learn about each participant in the Business Builder program and what would be most helpful for you. Everyone that is approved through intake for our Business Builder program goes for a vocational assessment. That's an opportunity for you to meet with a vocational counselor for a 1-hour either phone or Zoom session so that they can learn more about your day-to-day, your health-related needs, and so that you can create a plan for while you're participating in the program, how we can help you. And then they'll make recommendations to you and us for how you can have good access to all of the training and supports that we offer, but also, how you can manage and balance your health while you're in the program and while you're operating your business and beyond. So we do have travel dollars available because everyone, most of you are living in rural areas, or you might be traveling to a rural area for your business or meeting with our community features staff members based on where their office is and where you live. So we've got travel dollars to help support that so that that's not a barrier for you to be able to have in-person support. So of course we have support via text, email, phone, and Zoom, but if you prefer in-person, then that will help, remove any barriers to that. We also offer accommodations for disability and for health-related needs. So what that might look like, I'll give you a few examples. It could be assistive technology devices. So a person living with hearing loss received noise canceling headphones so that while they were in training, there wasn't any background noises or anything that was kind of distracting them from what they were focusing on when they were learning their business training. We've had individuals with a spinal condition or mobility need who, when you're sitting for long periods of time, either working on your business plan, going through training modules, attending meetings virtually, and working at your desk, that they needed to be able to change position and to be comfortable. And so having a sit to stand desk and an ergonomic chair so that they have good access to the opportunities through our training program, we were able to fund and provide a sit stand desk and ergonomic chairs. And the great thing is that any devices that you're provided with for your participation in the program, you don't have to return them once you finish the program. They're yours to keep and to continue benefiting. Other things like accommodations are support services. So we do have funding for those who will benefit from additional support to work one-on-one, either for support during the training session. That might be someone living with ADHD to just help get organized and affirm the information, just to kind of have support to, learn through the program. We can have some additional supports for them based on your assessment results. We also have childcare or dependent care funding. So, and that's a big one, right? If you've got kids, or maybe you're caring for an aging parent or another family member or an adult child with needs and they're dependent, to free up some of your time and flexibility in your schedule to attend training sessions, to work on your business plan, to be in meetings with us and bring your vision to life, we can pay a private childcare provider that you arrange in your area and someone that you're comfortable with. You schedule them and we pay them directly to provide up to 40 hours of child or dependent household care support for you while you're participating in the program. We also have funding for private mental health counseling for those who would benefit from. And why I really appreciate that opportunity in the program is that it eliminates the need to have a doctor's referral, for you to wait on a lengthy waiting list for public health, mental health services. And also you get to choose the provider that you're working with so that you find someone that also has the expertise in the area that you're wanting support in, but also someone that you feel their personality just kind of clicks well with yours and what you're looking for, rather than just getting assigned a mental health worker or a counselor through a funded program. So there's lots of flexibility there, and I work with participants to help match you up with a therapist or counselor that you feel is a good fit for you. So you have support along the way for all of those things. So like I mentioned, and also we're open to, I always say we want to think outside the box. So sometimes we have had exceptional requests based on someone's individual needs to ensure they have good access and they're accommodated in the program. We will go to our funder and make those exceptional requests. And I will be happy to report that to date, they've been able to support fully all of those exceptional requests that we've had in order to meet people's needs. So it's an amazing opportunity. And you might already be thinking, well, what do I qualify for this? What's the eligibility criteria? What is the definition of a disability or a health condition? And that's another thing I really value about this program and this opportunity is that it's just a self-declaration. So it's basically you checking a box that you are living with a disability and or a health condition. And how you define that is really up to you because it's based on, we look at it from what you do to manage your health and your well-being on a day-to-day basis. So some examples could be a cancer survivor who has some ongoing effects from medication use, right? That affects them on a day-to-day, maybe with their appetite or some pain or just some skin-related issues. And that's a part of what they need to manage. Someone living with a spinal condition or mobility need, vision loss, hearing loss, ADHD, anxiety, asthma, diabetes, depression, stress, all of those things are qualifying as a self-declaration of a disability or a health-related need. So a very broad spectrum, and we don't require any lengthy medical documentation or proof of diagnosis. And I think that's a refreshing change for a lot of people. If you've been managing your health, whatever that looks like, sometimes those are some barriers that can be a little bit frustrating through accessing services, is having to go through all of that eligibility and proving what your needs are. So we look at it through a very positive lens. If you make that self-declaration, like, yes, I am a neurodiverse entrepreneur and I'm also experiencing anxiety and I've got some arthritis. Yeah, what type of support do you have available to me? Everything that you share and the more you do share about yourself, the better able we are to find some additional supports or make recommendations or help you in a way that works best for you. But you're not required to share any details about your health-related or disability-related experiences with us. But if you do, it just kind of opens up the doors for more opportunities for what we can do to support you. So then while you're going through the program and attending training and developing your business plan, those would be the supports that we have in place for you in the program. So for your business plan, you work directly with the Community Futures staff in your region. So based on where you live, the closest regional office, they would be your go-to person. And I always say they're the business experts, right? So you'd be working with a business analyst, and we work as part of a team. So you, as the entrepreneur, you are the leader through your journey in the program, and we are there to support you. So we've got your business experts, and I'm a part of the team, and I kind of say, well, I'm the people expert, right? So I'm there to help coordinate your journey, to help put in place any health-related accommodations that will be helpful for you, but also just ensure communication and be there as that kind of go-to person in your support as you're going through the program. So we work very closely alongside, and it truly is an honor. As so many amazing businesses have started, we've had 75 entrepreneurs go through the program already over the past 3 years. And we currently have intake open because our funder extended the program by another year. So we have intake and we're able to open up to 120 spots. So from 75 to 120, we're about halfway full now. So it's a great opportunity for you to put in your application if you think you're interested in the program. So also for more help with our business plan, because that is one of the biggest tasks that feels sometimes overwhelming, but we do help you kind of break it into smaller, more manageable bits so that it doesn't feel like so much. And anything that you're not sure about, you can just leave blank and we'll help you build that part of your plan out. But we've added group sessions. So we have a facilitator that runs a group based on you. So it's kind of not just presented in a very general sense, like some of the training modules we have to help you learn and understand the business plan. It brings it down to now connecting what you've learned in those training sessions, but bringing it to life for you and your business. So kind of bridging that so that it makes sense for you in real life, because that's what matters. And that's what has a great impact in just affirming what you've learned and how you're going to bring that vision to life. So that's what we're able to do in those group sessions. So the facilitator would know you and your business idea and have an idea of what you worked on already on your business plan, and then really help to refine and understand everything, and then fill in or build up any of those areas that you're still wanting to work on. And they'll also work with you one-on-one on as well. So then you've got more people added to your team to help. Then your business training. So your business plan will be developed as you're going through the training modules. So the first one is our 10-module self-directed business training program, and that's our Build a Better Business program. So it's kind of business 101, covers everything from business startup and business planning. That's module 1 and 2. That's where we recommend people start, and takes you all the way through understanding pricing and cash flow, financial statements, taxes and fees, marketing and branding, basic bookkeeping skills, and all of those things. So there's a video to watch, and there's a manual and a workbook, each module. When you finish the module, you do a quiz, and when you pass the quiz, then you get a certificate of completion for that module. So an excellent program. You can also log in at any time. If you're awake at 2 in the morning and you want to geek out a little bit on some financial statements, anybody agreeing to that? But it's good because it does give you access and flexibility to complete the training when it works for you, right? You can also go back and rewatch a module. If you watch it now, but then 6 months from now, when you're operating your business, you think, hey, I remember something about that, but now I want to make it make sense for me and my business because I'm actually operational. You can log back in, go through that section, and then apply it to your business operations, or ask us more questions about it if you want to learn more. So an amazing program. And we're currently updating it right now too. So just because as things change and more resources become available, so we do try to update that on a regular basis. Then we have a 6-week group training program, and that's our business incubator program. And so everything that we do in the business builder program, because the primary foundation is you, right? You are the most important part of your business. Your business is an extension of you. And so we want to make sure that we're caring for you. So a lot of support for empowerment and building your confidence and managing your health and your well-being, including your mental health. while you're participating in the program and beyond is the most important thing, because when you look after yourself and you're successful in that, that's going to help your business success, right? So you have to be a priority first. So we sprinkle that into everything that we're doing. So the Business Incubator Program group sessions provides that, also provides a lot of information. We bring in guest speakers. I welcome graduates from the Business Builder program to come back and share their story with you and their business pitch to help inspire you, and they can share tips on what they learned and what was helpful for them and anything that they want to share from their journey that might be helpful for you. We also bring in guest speakers from our Community Futures offices to talk about various topics. But the whole goal of that is by the end of the 6 weeks, you've kind of shifted from learning in the online modules and developing your business plan now into activation mode. So now you've got to action all the things that you planned for. You've got to do all the things to bring that vision to life and launch your business or grow your business. And so that's what that 6-week program helps you do. And you also develop your business pitch and present it at the final session, which is our celebration event, where you get to present your business pitch to the group. And it's kind of a 3 to 4 minute business pitch that we help you prepare for to help build your confidence. So you're presenting and speaking about yourself and your business in a really professional way that's clear and concise, and is going to help you when then, you meet someone and they say, what's your name? What do you do? What's your business? That you're confidently able to answer that in a really clear way. So it's been a great support. And actually, one of the most valuable things that graduates of the program so far have shared have been the group sessions, because you're coming together in this safe place of sharing and belonging and community. And although you might live in a completely different area or province, you might have a completely different health-related need and a completely different business, but there are some common shared experiences among entrepreneurs, especially those who are also balancing their health-related needs while starting a business and everything else in life, that it's so nice to come together in that way and share and just feel validated and that you belong and that you're seen and heard and understood together. So from that, we've also continued more connection groups that are offered a few times a year, more informally, for entrepreneurs to come together, both current and graduates of the program, to just connect online and talk about various things and ask questions and support each other or celebrate successes and share ideas. And so we've added those just kind of informal elements to the program as well. And we're always looking for ideas and things that people want to do. I have a vision to bring everybody together in person one day for a big provincial, dual provincial conference, but we'll see. That's on my wish list. So then once you've completed all the business training components and your business plan, then you're launching your business. So that's going to look different for everyone too, because that might be, you're having a phased launch and you're offering some services, or maybe that's a full-blown launch and you've got a storefront location. It just depends on what you're doing and what your business is. So you launch your business, you've completed the program, we're always here for you for ongoing questions, support, resources, training webinars. There's all kinds of things that we offer. But a benefit of completing the program and all of the training components in your business plan are that once you finish the Business Builder program, you're eligible to receive a $750 grant for additional business services. So that's kind of now what's going to help take you to the next level. What's next? You've done your training, you've got everything ready, you've got your plan, you've launched your business. We want to continue, like that's almost the springboard point. We want to help you continue to grow. So that grant is going to help you access the digital marketing services. Maybe you're getting a logo, maybe you're getting some social media content, and a whole marketing plan developed for that, for your social media sites or your website landing page. Anything that would help you from a digital marketing perspective for your business. You can also use that grant for bookkeeping services. So now that you're actually operational, that's when it's really helpful to work one-on-one with the bookkeeper to set up your books, make sure you know that you're entering things, in the right column, in the right area for your expenses and for your business income, and so that it all needs to understand your books in a different way, which is different from when you're learning it than when you're actually doing it. So it's going to help kind of, again, build that bridge for you. You can also use it for business organization and administrative coaching. services to kind of help you set up some of those admin processes and just get yourself organized as you're operating your business. But we've also recently added working with an AI business consultant. So learning how using artificial intelligence to help support and maybe build in some efficiencies into your business to free up more time for yourself to work on your business and the things you like doing in your business, then that could be a beneficial support as well. So that is incredible. And we pay for those services directly on your behalf. So when everyone finishes the program, I work with you to confirm what service you would like. And then we confirm and make those arrangements, and then we pay for you to have access to those services. We've also added recently a $600 grant for business mentorship services because people felt like that ongoing support, and there's such value in that mentorship mentee role. But today, like a lot of people are really busy, and especially entrepreneurs, right? So other business owners, yourself. And so it's hard to sometimes find a mentor who can commit to working with you over a period of time. So we've been able to add some funding to support that so that we can actually pay a mentor to commit to working with you for a set number of, let's say, hours or sessions to help you continue that momentum for some of the things that you've learned in the program as you're learning and adapting and adjusting while your business is operating. They can help you with those things. So we can pair you up and match you with a mentor who either maybe is in an area of business similar to yours or something completely different, because sometimes it's nice to see things from a different perspective that you might have not considered in an entirely different industry or business. So whatever that support might look like in terms of mentorship, we'll help you set that up at that time. Because sometimes you don't know till you're at that point because you've done so much learning and growth in the program. So I know that's a lot of information. You will be able to have access to this recording. But the most important part for you to just know is that everyone's journey will be different. And we really try to customize, what that will look like for you based on you and your needs and what you prefer and what you feel would be most helpful. So we just have a lot of these things available, but we would obviously be discussing that with you individually if you are interested in starting through the program. So kind of looking at eligibility criteria, the ideal participant is for the Business Builder program, because it is that structured 6-month program, would be someone who's ready to launch their new business within 6 months, or someone who maybe has an existing business, newer business, but you're looking to either grow your business, or maybe you jumped in, because this is a common thing. People just have this idea, super passionate, I'm going to do this. And they launch their business, they start offering an amazing service or selling a product, but maybe they start to realize, ooh, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with my books or my taxes, or I'm kind of struggling with this stuff, or I don't know what to do for marketing. And it feels hard, right? And if you're kind of struggling with some of those things or they feel challenging, sometimes people then kind of back it up. Hey, I launched my business, but now I realize, or I didn't have a business plan, or I didn't participate in business training and I want to learn more. I need more supports. I want to make this successful. So either one of those options, you'd be eligible for the Business Builder program. This program isn't really a fit for someone that's been operating their business for, let's say, 5, 10, 20 years, or multiple businesses, or an experienced entrepreneur. So basically you need to, if you'd be facilitating and offering our training to other entrepreneurs, then it's likely not a fit for you, right? Because your skills and your knowledge might be beyond a newer entrepreneur starting a small business. So that would kind of be the depending factors. Will you benefit from the training that we have to offer? So we would talk more about that. The other thing is that we don't have any specific criteria about the type or size of business. It can be a small side hustle, right? A lot of entrepreneurs in the program are working either a part-time or a full-time job, and they're looking to start a side hustle business and grow that to see if maybe they would be able to leave their full-time or part-time employment to make their business viable financially. It can be a part-time business, it can be a seasonal business, it can be creating a product and selling it 3 times a year at a market. There's no requirement to the size of the business or the level of income that you're hoping to earn through your business. And it could be a full-time storefront business as well. So lots of flexibility on the type of business and service that we're offering, and we can help you build that out to quite a few elements. So Obviously, participants are looking for support to become self-employed. That is your ultimate goal, is to become self-employed, and we'll help you with that with the training and the supports that we offer. And then lastly, just as I mentioned, that self-declaration of a person with a health condition or a disability. And that don't require, obviously, you would share more information in your vocational assessment so that we can plan for the supports and accommodations to assist you while you're in the program. But you're not required to provide any lengthy medical documentation. And again, that definition of health condition or disability is a very broad range: anxiety, depression, ADHD, diabetes, asthma, a mobility need, vision loss, anything that you would define that you need to manage for your health or any disability. And I will be sending out the online application form link following the session. So, and everything that we talked about and the resources, you don't have to worry about screenshotting or writing down links. I'm going to send a follow-up email with the recording and all of the links so that you can access the information that I referred to. So basically, this kind of is a good visual because all the things that I talked about and are offered, it's good for you to kind of maybe, if you're interested and you think this might be a good fit for you, to envision your journey through the program. So an entrepreneur's journey really starts with that website application. They all do come directly to me. So then I reach out to you and follow up if we have any questions, and we'll start the intake process if it's a good fit for you. So then if you're approved to start in the program and we complete your intake, then you'll have your vocational assessment. Then we'll meet with you to develop your action plan. And that's kind of just like the timeline for over the 6 months. Here's when you'll complete all of these things. And we'll go over all the supports that we have available to you and funding based on your vocational assessment and the recommendations for accessibility accommodations. And then we get you started. You sign your agreement, which outlines all the funding that we're offering to you. And then we get all your business supports and training and business plan development underway. So you complete your training, you launch your business. And then again, as I mentioned, obviously, congratulations, and we're celebrating you. We've got some paperwork. We want to hear from you and get your feedback on your experience in the program. We also showcase entrepreneurs who have completed the program and other entrepreneurs that we've worked with. We share your story on our social media if you want. We help promote you and your business to broaden your reach and bring in new customers and awareness of you, the products or services that you offer through your business. So we're always looking for opportunity to showcase entrepreneurs and help you market and build your business as well. We've got ongoing supports and webinars. You'll have access to that $750 grant for those additional business services that I just discussed, as well as $600 for ongoing business mentorship, so that we're matching you with a mentor and paying them to provide you with that ongoing support to help you continue to grow your business and continue your learning. So, like I say, that's kind of the outline of the journey. But again, what it looks like for you and capping wise might be a little bit different just based on your business, what you know so far, and what you want to focus on most when you're going through the program. So some of our business tools and resources, we've got a startup checklist and our business plan workbook. There are downloadable PDF versions of these on our websites, and I will send you the link. Based on where you live, we've got a Manitoba version and a Saskatchewan version. So I can send you those, or you can find them on our website and download them. A lot of our regional offices do have printed copies as well. So if you're not far from the regional office, I can connect you with them and you can pick up printed copies if you prefer, or of course you can print it yourself if you have access to a printer. This is the Build a Better Business program. That's the 10 self-directed learning modules that we have. All you do is you visit the website. I'll send you these links. You create an account for yourself, and you can either go through all of the modules. I do recommend starting with module 1, business startup, and module 2, business planning. And then from there, you can pick and choose the modules that work well for you, or complete all of them. Or if you're a seasoned entrepreneur and you just maybe want to hone in on some learning, you can just create an account and complete the module that you want to expand in job. So it's really flexible. And here we have our training and events calendar. So this is just a quick snapshot of what's coming up in May in Saskatchewan. And like I said, every office often hosts different webinars and training events. Either most are free, some are very low cost, on various topics that you might find helpful as you're in the program, or if you're, if you're not interested in the Business Builder program, we're still here for you to help you with support, training, information, resources, free webinars. So just really depending on what you're looking for and what would work well for you. So all of these things are open to anyone outside of the Business Builder program because it is through our regular services at Community Futures. We are on social media as well. So each Community Futures office has their own social media pages, as well as our provincial website, social media pages, sorry. And we have our EDP program. So on Facebook, you'll find us at Entrepreneurs with Disabilities Program, Community Futures. And on Instagram, it's rural business _NV_SAS. So that you can just kind of follow new initiatives. That's when we showcase entrepreneurs. We had a holiday showcase event this year featuring entrepreneurs leading up to Christmas to help promote their products and their services for gift giving. So follow us there for more. So just as I'm ready to go to the question and answer and kind of open discussion, we just like to share kind of a few opportunities for either for yourself to see, hey, I don't know if this is for me, or maybe you're thinking about other people. Maybe if there's a neighbor or a friend or a family member, someone you work with who has a talent or offers a service and they've maybe been thinking about starting a business, this could be a great fit for them, for you to share. So we've got Cassie. Cassie's a creative person with a flair for making, TikToks and social media reels and posts. She has had some work experiences in school, but hasn't held a job yet. She's helped a few friends and family members with their business pages, and she's excited to try to develop this into a home-based business. She's looking to apply for a loan to purchase some equipment and software programs for her startup. She's ready to develop her formal business plan and officially launch her business by summer of 2026. So what a wonderful opportunity for Cassie to fulfill her own self-employment dream. Great impact on the community and other business owners that are going to benefit from her services, and positive economic impact. Here we have Clint. Clint has a passion for health, and he's completed training to become certified as a yoga teacher. He's kind of casually started teaching some yoga classes for seniors at his local community center. He's ready to formalize his yoga teaching practice and develop his business plan to provide restorative yoga for seniors and officially launch his business by fall of 2026. So what a wonderful opportunity for Clint to earn income and have some more financial freedom, especially now more than ever, right? In the economic state that we're in. And Clint has a passion for health. So he's able to do something that he loves and is important for managing his own health while helping other people with their health and earning some income too. It's a win-win all around. But you just need some help to figure out how to do it and pull everything all together. Great impact on the community in offering this service, restorative yoga to other people, and positive economic impact. And lastly, we have Tyson. He's a carpenter with 10 years experience. He's running his own business. This helps give him better control of his working hours so that he can manage his health and balance it. He's ready to expand his business and plans to build a bigger shop with more storage. Community Futures can help him review his financials, assist with updating his business plan to seek financing, and may provide assistance on referrals for some disability or health-related organizations that can also support him. So wonderful for Tyson, to continue in his self-employment because he has been successful, but he's looking to grow and expand that business. Great impact on the community, offering the services that he does, and positive economic. So what is next? So I know we had a couple of people here from Winnipeg. So just so you know, if you live and are going to operate a business in Winnipeg, and if you're in Saskatchewan, that would be in Regina or Saskatoon. So those are considered the urban areas in both provinces. We do have EDP programs in both Winnipeg and Regina and Saskatoon that offer those support to urban entrepreneurs. So I could make a connection and a referral for you to their services, because through Community Futures, we do offer support to rural entrepreneurs. So that is anybody, because I work in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So in Manitoba, that's anyone outside of the city of Winnipeg. And in Saskatchewan, that's anyone outside of Regina and Saskatoon. We're able to offer services to. So that's just kind of the criteria there. But if you're wondering or you have questions, I can help just make sure you're connected to the right program in the right office for you. There's also a little bit of leeway depending on, because sometimes we have people that live in Winnipeg, but they're going to operate a business, let's say maybe a tourism business or a seasonal business in a rural area. So we kind of go by where your business is located. So if you're going to operate a business in a rural area, then you may be eligible to work with us, even if you live in an urban area. So we can explore that as well. So again, my name is Stephanie Den Hollander, and I'm the program coordinator with our Business Builder program and our Entrepreneurs with Disabilities program. The program manager is Susan Bader, and that's her email here. So we work closely together in both programs. So our Entrepreneurs with Disabilities program works alongside our Community Futures teams across both provinces in all services, not just our Business Builder program, but our Business Builder program that I mostly focused on today is that structured 6-month program that you do need to submit an application for. And it is, because it's funded through a separate federal program, through the Opportunities Fund for People with Disabilities, we're able to have access to a lot of those additional supports, services, assistive technology, and all of those things to help you on your journey. So that funding isn't available through just our regular Community Futures NDP services. It's just specific to those who are eligible and approved and accepted into the Business Builder program, because it is that structured program with that separate funding. So sometimes that can feel a little confusing, but I could definitely answer any questions and help kind of navigate you to where it might be best fit for you and what your goals are in your business. So here are both of our websites. You've got my email address because I did send out the direct link. I will be sending a follow-up email with a lot of this information. And most importantly, if you have questions, I appreciate connection and conversation. And so if you feel like it would be helpful that you want to arrange a time, we can either do emails back and forth, or we can hop on a phone or a Zoom meeting, just so I can learn more about you and your vision and your goals and your needs, and answer any questions specific to you and help you kind of plan your next steps. And so if you feel like that's something you're interested in and would be helpful, we can chat now. I'm going to open it up. Or if you just want more of a one-on-one, just email me in response to that follow-up email after today's session, and we can set that up to chat about. So I'm just going to end the slideshow now, and then I can kind of see, we'll open it up. I'll check out the chat to see if there's anything that you want to add here. Perfect. Okay. Allison, group sessions for business plans sound amazing. Yes. I totally agree. That was something we added because people were feeling like it's just hard, right? So it's nice to have the accountability and to set that time with intention so that you're just like giving yourself the space and the time to focus on your business plan and with other people there to bounce ideas or work through some of those challenges. It's amazing. Jake, what if you are already in the activation phase? Great question. So you would still be eligible for the Business Builder program if you're interested and you think that some of the training and the supports would be helpful. But also we can help plan those next steps, right? So if you're at that activation phase, what does that look like for you? What things are you needing? What are you looking for? What type of supports? So, and then we can build that out and see what the best service is. Okay, perfect. Insightful, very interested. I know it's a lot of information, so thanks everyone for your patience and being so attentive. So the kickoff is completing your website application. So the link to the application form, it's a very brief application. It's basically your personal information, share a little bit about your business idea. You don't have to go into tons of detail. And you're going to self-declare that you are a rural entrepreneur living with a disability or a health condition, and checkbox that we have consent to contact you. And once you submit that application through our website, it comes directly to my email inbox. And we've got a high volume of applications coming in right now. So I do appreciate a bit of patience as I work through all of those applications. But then the next step is that you will hear from me directly via email with any questions about your application and some next steps. So we do have, a few steps in the intake process to get you ready and approved in the program. So then we send you for your vocational assessment. So there is quite a bit of paperwork. Sorry, it's just the way it works, in social services and funded programs, but it's all to benefit you. And I'll support you and help you every step of the way. So once we get through that initial paperwork, and if you're approved in the program, then we can get you started. And then if we go through and learn more about you and your business and find, well, maybe the business builder program isn't the best fit for you right now, but how can we support you? We'll help build out some next steps and either refer you or connect you with your local regional office and make sure that you have everything you need to keep that momentum going. Good. Oh, Allison has a hot tip. Wait for your official business number before buying your laptop. Yes, true, right? And if you are buying anything for your business or getting started, make sure you keep all those receipts, track all of that stuff. But yeah, a lot of those business startups, registering your name and getting your business registered, all of those things are important things to do before you start building out some of those, even marketing materials and stuff like that. So we'll definitely help you with that. Thanks for that hot tip, Allison. So are there any other questions? You can type it in the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself, and feel free. I will just stop the recording now.